Okay, I was going to say, because hey, this looks like a party. I'll come over too. All right, well, good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
So doing some shopping this morning. We've seen a lot of people getting ready for the storm. I talked to the grocery manager earlier this morning. Normally they would get 2 trucks overnight. They've gotten a total of 5 trucks to this store in Georgetown. So they are prepared for you to come in and get what you need. Now, some of those trucks were actually stuck on the Beltway throughout the evening. Took them 8 hours to get here, normally a 45-minute drive from the warehouse. Stuck in a lot of the traffic that many of your family and loved ones were stuck in as well. In Georgetown, at the Safeway, I'm Kid O'Shea, News Channel 8. Back to you.
All right, Kid, thank you very much. Well, as everyone gets ready for the snow, here's a little interesting fact for you. According to the National Weather Service, this storm could bring the most snow to the area since 1922. That's long before you and I were ever thought of.
5th birthday.
All right, with more details on this one, Jimmy's here now. This is so interesting.
It is. That's right, Audrey. According to the National Weather Service that you just mentioned, we are expected to get between 12, maybe even 24 inches of snow in the district. And if we end up somewhere on the higher end of that spectrum, we could be close to the current record. Back in 1922, just a few years ago, it was known as a Knickerbocker storm that dumped 28 inches of snow in the district.
Well, and I mean, Eileen and Jackie and them have been forecasting around 2 feet, so...
I know, that was back when they wore knickerbockers.
Thus the name.
Thus the name. So my question to you and to everyone at home is, what should we call this storm?
Well, I want to get like Jackie or Eileen in on this because I think, isn't this Winter Storm Jonas?
Jonas? Somebody
come in here. This storm, Winter Storm Jonas?
Are you going to run in front of the...
Oh, there she is.
No, so back in 1922, this was
Knickerbocker.
The Knickerbocker. Right, yeah. So what would be our name for 2016?
Because this storm doesn't have a name.
Well, Blizzard 2016.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what we're going with for a hashtag. I mean, you hear Snowmageddon, Snowpocalypse, or Snowmageddon 2.
Well, and somebody emailed me and wanted us to call it Snownado.
Snownado.
I joked about this last night, about the name of the storm, but I'm trying to remember what we had come up with, but I can't recall my name right now.
Yeah. But it doesn't have a name. But people out west were saying this was Winter Storm Jonas. Is that
well,
this one
the Weather Channel names their own storms.
Oh, so
and that's what they're calling this one. Okay. But we don't do that here.
Okay. So tweet us, Facebook us, send us your ideas. What do you think we should call this one? That's fit for TV.
Right. No cursing.
That's another thing.
But whatever you want to call it, it's headed our way, and it's really not going to be pretty, right, ladies?
Yeah. In fact, somebody recently just tweeted, "Is there any way we're going to get a miss on this storm?" And the answer is no. In fact, I can't recall over all the years that I've been covering winter storms that there's been this much agreement among the models for this long of a period of time ahead of the storm. So this is really a very high confidence event. We'll walk you through.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Just watching the models.
The models have been agreeing all week.
Pretty much. All week. This is definitely going to happen. But, you know, we were just talking some new updates as far as that rain-snow line impacting those final totals.
Right. There are a couple variables, and I actually made a graphic for all 3 of them. Let me hit today first really quickly, and Eileen's going to join me for team coverage as well. Let's start out with our numbers at this hour. 24 in D.C., 21 in Reston, 21 in Manassas. So everybody's well below the freezing mark, and we're still kind of recovering and cleaning up from our snow last evening. The forecast today then, looking for temperatures to get into the middle 30s, mostly sunny and a bit on the breezy side. Our blizzard watch goes into effect for tomorrow through the day on Saturday with a winter storm watch for areas off to the west. The difference here is not the snowfall totals. It's going to be the winds, which will be a high impact factor and really cripple our region. Travel is going to be impossible, I think, through much of the day on Saturday. So a couple of question marks that we still have as we fine-tune our forecast. First of all, the onset of the timing. The models aren't quite syncing up on agreement as to what time the first snowflakes are going to fall into the metro. So we're going to give a window. Windows are so important, and you need to be prepared a little early. Better safe than sorry. We think it will be arriving in D.C. sometime between 3 and 9 o'clock. Now, we do expect a wintry mix to push in. Warmer air is going to come in off the warm Gulf Stream, and that could affect our totals into the metro. Banding is a good possibility. Those are those heavier bands of snow where you could get 1 to 3 inches per hour, and we don't know exactly where those are going to set up just yet. We're going to go back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Jackie. We've been brainstorming over here on what to call it. Winter storm UGG, winter storm yoga pants.
If you've been struggling with chronic back or knee pain, you need to hear this message. Stop suffering. Dealing with back or knee pain can sometimes lead to injections, daily doses of pain medication, and even surgery, which can result in other lifelong complications.